Yeah, because Ryan, how can he even be talking?
Yeah.
Bro, your best win was when you cheated. How can you ever even, like, you can't talk to me, bro. Who are you, Ryan? You was a cheater. That's what you known for, gang.
Do you think he like mental health or something? Like, or
no,
is he really?
It's an act.
You know him for a long time.
It's
you
an act.
Yeah.
It's an act. It's an act. That nigga it's either an act or it's just the alcoholic in him. Cause he's alcoholic.
Sign up to VADA if you're really serious. That's gonna let the people know that you really are a clean athlete. And that's what he represents.
How do we encourage more boxers to sign up for 24/7 testing?
You pull their card. You sign up for 24 testing, 24 365, like Devin did, and show that you're a clean athlete and you're really about that action. Other than that, you might be sneaking and eating that other kind of beef we've been hearing about.
Shakur Stevenson came out swinging with words, putting Ryan Garcia on blast and straight up calling him a cheater after Ryan got caught dodging the voluntary anti-doping testing program.
Yeah, but tell him stop cheating. Don't cheat, man. Don't cheat. Just Ryan too. Like I think Ryan's a hell of a fighter, but yeah, I think he should make sure.
Shakur made his position crystal clear, saying he has no problem throwing down with Garcia, but there are two things that absolutely have to happen first. VADA testing gets done and both guys agree on a catch weight so nobody gets an unfair edge walking in.
How you doing, man? What'd you think about Ryan's performance? Yeah? What is it, I don't know, is Ryan next on the list or is Ryan and Devin maybe?
I'll fight whoever.
Yeah.
Shakur took yet another dig at Ryan recently, saying with complete calm that he would handle Garcia without breaking a sweat and could do the same to anybody else floating around in the division. He also threw it in Ryan's face that the world already saw who he really is when Rolly Romero put him on the canvas.
Yo ass.
Yeah, right back in that mouth. I'll have you looking like a saber gap tooth tiger. My God, I'll do you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I have, so. Oh my, here we go. Hey, not the same fighter. Hey, not the same fighter. Not the same. Hey, when I put a beat on you, what are you gonna say? When I put a beat on you, what are you gonna say?
I was there.
Hey, no, when I put a beat on you, I'm talking about you. You got no power. You got no power.
And you lost. And you still scared him to this day.
No, you. Bro, I'm gonna knock that gap right back in your mouth. I'm gonna knock that gap into your mouth and get. Hey, you fix the teeth. You fix the teeth, but I'm gonna knock that right back in. Bam.
It's Shakur's time right now.
Well, hold on, Shakur. How do you answer to those who say you have to have a certain amount of power to keep the elite fighters off you? Because Ryan's saying you don't hit hard enough to keep elite fighters off you. What do you say to that?
I will be Ryan, I will be Tio, I'll be Devin, I'll be all these guys, bro. All these guys are good fighters. I don't take none away from them.
The whole VADA argument has roots because Ryan's history with performance-enhancing drugs is already a matter of public record. Back in 2024, Ryan popped for a banned substance right after his massive fight with Devin Haney, which kicked off a whole storm of controversy around his name.
Drugs had an influence on it. And the weight. They say that, Floyd says, hey, come in a little bit overweight. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know what I mean? He opted to do bad business, right? We were professional. We showed complete professionalism throughout the fight, throughout the build-up. Devin made weight. I was extremely proud of him. At the end of the fight, he didn't complain. He said, all praises due to God. Allah doesn't make any mistakes. And I was proud of him. You know what I'm saying? He stood on business. You know what I mean? But it was heartbreaking, the fact that the guy that he was on drugs, because it's my job as a manager to him is to put him in situations that...
Bill Haney jumped in too, taking direct shots at how Ryan handles himself in this sport. He said his son's team has acted with total class every step of the way while Garcia keeps choosing shady routes instead of doing things the honest way.
Boxing is the one sport that I consider to be a fair mano to mano, because no matter what your size is, you still have to come in at 135. You have to come in at 140. So for all intent purposes, you are the same size guy. But the one thing that I let him down on is the fact that, I let him get in there with somebody that was on PEDs.
Now, do you feel like, because I heard you mention this, do you feel like you you prepped him for the wrong fight. Like, because he said he wanted to stand toe-to-toe with him in the middle of the ring, and we all know that Devin is the type of fighter that's going to pick you apart. He's great with defense, going to pick you apart. A lot of anger, a lot of...
Well, it was a combination.
Haney also sat down for a separate interview and hammered home the point that before anyone even thinks about signing a contract, you better know without a shadow of a doubt that the man across from you is competing clean.
For 24 testing, 24 365, like Devin did, and show that you're a clean athlete and you're really about that action. Other than that, you might be sneaking and eating that other kind of beef we've been hearing about. You know what I'm talking about? And it might not be that real beef that you're looking for.
Who do you guys want next?
Anybody. There's no person, there's nobody that's walking to put on a pair of boxing gloves in or around Devin's division that he won't tax.
Shakur went on X and posted that he wants the exact same testing package that Bill Haney was pushing for, making it obvious drug screening. He also dropped a post saying 140 him versus Ryan is the fight to make, basic ways to second firing back, going on social media to say he'll show up at 140 all day long as nobody throws a rehydration clause into the mix. He wrote that making 140 was already part of his game plan and that testing he's scared and he should be because Ryan is coming straight for him. Henry Garcia stepped right up behind his son and said confidently that when fight night actually arrives, Ryan is going to stop Shakur cold.
He's around Ryan about Shakur and he's saying 144. Do you like that fight?
That's another fight that we anticipate. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, something that we fought him in the amateurs too, you know. So, of course, you know, Ryan wants that back because we feel that we got robbed in the amateurs and we know it, you know, and I know it personally. So, because I was in his corner. So, yeah, that'd be a good fight to
Oscar described him as calm, locked in, and cool under fire, handling all the outside noise the way a seasoned veteran would.
Think of Ryan's performance.
It was a masterclass performance. That jab he was popping, the way he was calm, cool, collective, literally. But I love the fact that he was using his combinations and he stuck to the game plan, you know? He just had to stay calm, that's it.
Right.
Have fun. I was yelling, have fun, just reset, use your jab, that's it.
Right, he landing the right hand. I mean, he was really kind of, I think everyone, or at least the ringside had him winning all the rounds.
Yeah, no, I believe it was a shutout, but look, you can't take nothing away from Barrios. I mean, Barrios is a tough son of a gun. He really is. I did expect him to get back up. And I told Holly, look, he's going to get back up. It's going to be a long fight. It's going to be a 12-round fight. Barrios is a world champion. He's nothing to lose. He's still a great human being, a great champion. And, you know, he was just outclassed by a fast...
Keith Thurman recently weighed in on what a Stevenson versus Garcia matchup would actually look like, and Fight Hub TV clipped him breaking down exactly why Shakur is a nightmare for almost anybody, writing on the post that Shakur is airtight on defense while also being a genuine threat on offense. Shakur's spot is ready to be taking on someone like Shakur right now.
Is really the one he should go for, you know, if his team likes it. But they really should go for another W. Get on the winning train.
Okay.
Right?
Defend the belt.
Get that momentum going.
Right.
Right? Get that steam blowing. Choo choo. You know? Ride it. Boom. Ride that wave. Boom. You know? And then make the fight that the people want. Shakur is, you know, he's not a good match for a lot of people, you know. Shakur is just very defensive and skillfully offensive, right? And you know, I mean, he's got power on his side. Whenever you're with a very skillful, talented, athletic person, it's not a real fight if you don't have some type of equalizer, right? So at least he's got that power on his side, you know, that can potentially do something. We've seen it several different times.
After all the noise coming from Shakur's corner, Ryan pushed back and made it abundantly clear that none of it rattled him even slightly. Garcia said that size means absolutely nothing when the bell rings because boxing gets decided by who's faster, who times things better, the guy. He said his punching power and the way he walks guys down gives him a genuine path to breaking through even the slickest defensive fighters, and anyone sleeping on his ability to land something that changes the whole fight is going to get a very unpleasant surprise. The way Ryan responded showed his mind is completely right and he'd rather prove everything between the ropes than keep going back and forth on the internet.
Right now and goes, ooh, you're not even big. I'm like, bro, you were scared if I was big? That's crazy. Like, that's what you were scared of? All right. So I got a little glimpse on what he was kind of worried about. But size don't win fights at all. You seen that today. Mario was bigger than me. But I was quicker. And, but I want that fight. I feel like I'm always up to the challenge of anybody. There's always a way to win.
Devin Haney made it known he hasn't closed the door on running it back with Ryan Garcia, but he's got a list of demands that have to be met before any of that conversation goes anywhere serious. Haney said a rematch works if Ryan stops playing games and commits to getting into the VADA pool the right way. Haney has been beating this drum over and over because their first fight ended with Garcia's drug test blowing everything up and leaving a massive question mark hanging over the result. The way Haney sees it, the rematch only makes sense if both men come in completely clean and the testing is rock solid before a single dollar gets negotiated.
I love all the talk of that, all great and all, whatever. I don't care about Rolly right now. I want to see Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, one of the biggest fights in boxing. I think it's the biggest fight in American boxing. And I think it has everything, right? It has the bad blood, the storylines, unfinished business. Can we get that fight next?
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge fight. Huge fight for boxing, huge fight for myself. That's a fight that I would love to make happen. But if Ryan's not going to be realistic in these negotiations, then we just got to move on and go to the next best guy. And Rolly has a belt. Rolly is the guy that actually beat Ryan Garcia. That Ryan Garcia's not screaming for a rematch with him. So if that's the guy that beat Ryan, then I'll go ahead and beat him. And if Ryan wants to get serious and he wants to be realistic in these negotiations, then we can do that fight now or we can do that fight next. It makes no difference.
Coming off his big performance, Ryan Garcia stood in front of everyone and declared he's going to end Devin Haney's career when they run it back, saying he's ready to take on anybody the lightweight division wants to throw at him. Garcia said finishing Haney would stamp him as a true elite-level champion, but he wasn't done there. Right after, he immediately pointed at Shakur Stevenson and said that's the fight he wants next. Standing tall and relaxed, Garcia said his speed, his hitting power, and the fact that pressure situations don't shake him make him a serious problem for every single person in this sport. He's convinced the right blueprint backed by the right aggression can take down both Haney and Stevenson, and he's not just saying it, he plans to go in there and show it. For Ryan, this whole thing is bigger than any single win. It's about writing his name into boxing history permanently.
I'm not even worried about him. I really want to fight Shakur.
No, we need that Haney fight too, though.
No, I know. That's always going to be there, though. But that's who I want to fight. I want to go from Barrios to Shakur.
Oh, right to it.
Yeah.
What, 47?
44.
You're making 44.
I'll make a whole division called 44. Me and Shakur.
44?
He said he'd do it.
No rehydration. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a huge fight too.
Yeah, and I know he's confident, so let's run it.
But I feel like with all the bad blood now between you, I feel like you and Devin truly don't like each other. And how great the first fight was.
You know me, I just love something about fighting so many people don't think I'm gonna beat. It's like that Devin Haney effect.
Right.
It's like, you really think I'm not gonna beat this?
Yeah, you're like a 9-1 underdog, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Shakur, they're gonna be all thinking he's gonna spank me, blah, 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 all this.
Right.
And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's gonna be a whole, because I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like, I have that same eye twitch that Shakur has.
While everyone is throwing flowers at Ryan for the Barrios performance, Timothy Bradley Jr. came out and absolutely buried Mario Barrios after watching that fight. Bradley said Barrios showed up with no ability to switch things up when his plan wasn't working, and that kind of stubbornness at the top level gets you taken apart. He said Barrios just kept marching straight ahead over and over like a robot, which made everything incredibly easy for Ryan to manage. Garcia could just circle, pick his spots, and fire back cleanly every single time because Barrios never once made him think twice about where the next attack was coming from. Instead of doing something different to throw Ryan off his rhythm, Barrios just kept doing the same thing on repeat, and Bradley said that was basically handing Garcia the blueprint to dominate the whole night.
Hey, Ryan Garcia looked like he was Manny Pacquiao or Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell was that, Mario Barrios? Come on, man. I told y'all before. I said, man, if y'all don't get this done against this man, Ryan Garcia, bro, both of y'all suck. And I told y'all, man, for real. Yeah. Goosen, what the hell was that, Goosen? What kind of game plan was that, Goosen? Like, come on now. Come on. Bruh. He kept coming. Goosen, the game plan was to come forward, but, bro, he kept coming forward and was getting hit like a motherfucker, man. Like you had Ryan Garcia just moving on angles, popping the shit out of it and timing the shit out of damn.
Bradley's frustration kept building as he kept talking about Barrios, zeroing in on the fact that the guy showed zero ability to flip the script or come up with any kind of answer when things weren't going his way. He ripped into Barrios for being completely see-through in his approach, which gave Garcia's speed and counter-punching the perfect environment to thrive in. He also turned his frustration toward the corner team, saying the coaches sitting on those stools never once came up with a different idea or gave their fighter any kind of lifeline when it was obvious the first approach was sinking the ship. The whole performance from fighter to corner Bradley described as a mess from start to finish.
When you gonna make the adjustment, Goosen? You didn't make no adjustments in the damn corner. You didn't have no plan B. None of that shit. Bro, for real, man. I don't know how many years you been in the game, bro, but for real, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When I'm sat there and I was listening to you giving instructions in the corner, and then after the fight, talking about the whole, what he needs to do, is pressure him and bag him up. Bro, I swear to you, bro, I feel like slapping you through the damn TV. I wish we can reach out and slap him up on TV, for real. Sometimes that's what I feel. I ain't gonna lie. I wish we had the ability. Somebody can create that, and I can slap the shit out of somebody because, man, look, Goosen, bro, how much they pay you, dog? How much they pay you, Goosen? For real, man. Damn, how you gonna sell out Barrios like that, bro? Barrio got boxing skills. You made this motherfucker look one-dimensional. Coming in, you gotta pressure him.
Floyd Mayweather went on record singing Shakur Stevenson's praises, saying flat out that Shakur has what it takes to handle everyone in his weight class. Basically, Tank brings the thunder while Shakur brings the chess game, and those qualities of precision and defensive genius are exactly what Floyd spent his whole career being celebrated for. Floyd's admiration, he had something truly rare, and that if anyone was going to come along and challenge the records Floyd built, it just might be him.
Between 130, 135, and 140, they stacked, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. Mm-hmm. But the most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight.
Cashin Davis sat down recently and gave his honest take on how a Garcia versus Stevenson fight would play out, and he landed firmly in Shakur's corner. Davis talked up Shakur's ability to shut down whatever his opponent is trying to build, his reading of the fight in real time, and how patient he stays even when things get complicated, saying all of that would grind Ryan down and leave him completely frustrated. The way Davis sees it, Ryan runs on timing and sudden explosive bursts, but Shakur almost never gives you the clean look you need to pull that off, and he smothers your range with his jab and keeps moving in ways that take away your angles. Davis said if you give Shakur 12 full rounds, he will wear Ryan out piece by piece and either win comfortably on the cards or put him away late if Ryan gets desperate and starts swinging wild.
What happens next for Ryan? I think he fights Shakur Stevenson. I think he gets
Keyshawn, I gotta ask you about the state of 140. Recently, you were on It Is What It Is. Yeah, Mason Cam, you know, they like to joke a lot, but they pressed you a little bit about your relationship with Shakur while y'all wouldn't fight. Then Hitchens went on and they did the same thing. Yeah. So I gotta ask you, talk to boxing fans. How are boxing fans supposed to reconcile?
I don't like Africa for real. So I don't know why he's put me that same category as we slept head to toe now.
The fight gets made, or is Ryan Garcia getting painted as guilty before anyone proves anything? Let everybody know what you think down in the comments.
Javante Davis came in